With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see him to have anything special in store for him today.
Second and a couple. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Inside give to Davis. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia. It's James Cook.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. From just shy of midfield, Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen, little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career. And that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning because, remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5. Back to throw. Allen dancing to his left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Steps away to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Coleman, the man in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away. I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Big strides, look at him go.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line.
Touchdown, Colts. Juwan Johnson from a yard out.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they have to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Davis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Up the middle to Davis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Richardson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now it's Richardson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Again, it's Richardson. Again, it's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw complete there to Johnson. They'll come up now on second down. Richardson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time Cook shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, a give to Davis. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen running the option to the left.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So Allen's going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very